Good morning, evening, afternoon, I'm Potato Cat. Welcome to the channel. Today we are playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. That is Trill of the G's. Previously we finally got into the questioning of Vasquez, and at first she's like, oh yeah, you win. And we're like, yeah, we won. You did it. And she's like, yeah, but that was just a possibility. You have no proof. And even Edward was like, what? And now he seems to be fighting for us because she said something that I was very confused of why Phoenix didn't point it out, but I guess Edgeworth is doing our work and he pointed it out for us. And that is where we left off. So let's continue on that and see where that goes. Let's get started. Order, order, Mr. Edgeworth. What? What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. And that doesn't matter, Judge. The point is, it was said and now it's there and people know it. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? It's a ridiculous one. Learn to love it. No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I have a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well. The witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I feel like they can change their testimony too much. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal, the director? You had to find something to peg this on her here. For everything we've done will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. What would I even use? Okay, let's see what I have. I guess this. This one. That's the only thing I think of. Alright, it seems like I do have to, so like this wording doesn't seem important. I feel like she's saying stuff. Oh, did I miss it? Okay. On the body. Yeah, I immediately called the police. Security, yep. I asked to be left to the prison. Okay. I knew Hammer was injured. Yep, here. Alright, so I think it's this. I think it's this. I think it's this photo. You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was a steel samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. Yeah. Because, I mean, like, he is limping there, but I assume he was limping because, he was acting, or was Hammer actually injured? I wonder. Probably not. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his legs in this photo. But that was because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending. One person was injured in the run-through at that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? Because you saw him limping? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right, he must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. Almost a day. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez, you heard Mr. Manila wrong. You saw Hammer limping. You saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. Yeah. Yeah. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was... That is what we're saying, Judge. Get on the bus. The boat. The Truth Mobile. Yes, the Justice ship. Yes, but remember? Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Oh, Judge, I'm very concerned. And when was he doing this? Well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Rebel, logic, rebel. Order, I will have order in this court. None of that logic. Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death, nothing. Yes, you would need motive. Why? Sometimes our other cases didn't seem to really have motive. Why would she kill the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on this matter? In other words, can you prove she had motive? Of course I can prove it. Of course I can prove it. Of course I can prove it. Okay. I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I presented to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. I assume it's the photo from 5 years ago because it seemed to have like her dirt too. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. Oh, this is the photo from before. This photograph reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With Dia Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Not the rug even, the whole carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, the accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed on him, weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, Dee Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Ugh. Bring us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly. Well, okay, this is my monologue, Edgeworth. I appreciate the help. But this is my moment to smack the desk and flip some papers with my hand. Smack some papers, well, with the back of my hand. And to look stern and blink with my pointy hair. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for this ex-star. Don't add that in there. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motive here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed Dee Vasquez. Not the other way around. Not the other way around. That was not I just see her face and I just assumed she was speaking. That was supposed to be the judge. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. Reveal evidence. She had no motive. Reveal evidence. Okay. I don't know. I'm just winging it as usual. Allow me to present to the court evidence proving Miss Vasquez's motive. Didn't I just do that? I totally did that, right? I did that, right? With the photo. Okay, you know what? I don't think she knew it was him. I think she thought it was Will Powers. And she doesn't care about Will Powers. That's what I'm assuming. This is my proof. And this tells why Miss Vasquez wanted to kill Mr. Hammer. I'd say all that proves is that the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles. Mr. Wright. Okay, no, I was thinking like, Nick, we're so close. Think of zero, please. Mr. Wright, I'll ask you again. She doesn't really have a motive, I guess. She has no motive, Your Honor. So what, it was an accident? Because, I mean, if that's not the thing, then yeah, she has no motive. It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. My thought is, if, like, she wasn't there, if she didn't kill him because she thought he was Will Powers, then there's no motive. It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? Your Honor. Because, I mean, yeah, he went through efforts. Because he knocked out Powers for a reason. Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai's costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for that purpose, you ask? To kill Dee Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. So you did do it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me. I feel like killing in self-defense is a thing you can get away with in the court of law. But then it gets bad when it turns out you've been, well, you were blackmailing this person. That's not great. And it seems you have connections to the underground world. And also, you, instead of staying where you were, reported the incident to the police. You decided to hide the body. You went through the efforts to pick him up off of the spikes, which that's work. Put him in a van. Burn some steak in a costume. Drive him to another studio. Put him in a whole different costume. Bring in a whole different weapon. And that's also probably why there's no blood. So like that you're gonna get charged with something. Someone call an ambulance. I don't know who's speaking. There's blood everywhere. Was there? We're too late. Ah, Miss Vasquez. What's happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No, how could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No! Manuel! Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez! No! Oh, she loved him. Please. Please don't die. Please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Mr. Edgeworth. Where's D. Vasquez? Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. Yay! Oons. That is all. The court is adjourned. October 20th, 1:12 p.m. District Courts, Defendant Lobby Number 3. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez. But to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. That's beyond my pay levels and my expertise. Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? I don't know. Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because I don't know. I don't know. Look how cool! It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once. But he was reduced to acting in kids shows and as a villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai. And so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him. Anytime. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. Congratulations, WP! Oh, yeah. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and ill. Is something wrong? No, of course not. Ah! Say something right. I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was so... That was too bad, Edward. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if he hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Sniff. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar! Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Has this become a voice love? I mean, listen, I'm cool with a bromance. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unnecessary and... yes, unease and... uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. Well, it's probably gonna happen lots of times. That's what I came here to tell you. That's what I came here to do by showing your face in front of mine, because you weren't near me. So don't show me your face. It's like going up to someone. It's like, I'm not talking to you. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend? What? Friend? As if? They're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick? For now, we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick. Tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? And so, the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing the accident from 5 years ago. It was a talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. Nick! This is it! The new show starts today! You're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. I had to buy trading cards too, okay? We had to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I feel like Maya said that. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. Does the pink samurai fight for love and justice? Oh, I got an achievement! Cool. A brand new episode has been added. Cool, cool, cool. Let's click on that. And then save. And then it's going to open. We'll watch this. Has been 15 years. About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered. But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas. Bang, bang, bang. What? Not Edgeworth. What are you doing? Okay. Well, we'll see what happens with that in the next episode. Until then, see you next time. It's gonna end so ridiculous.